Guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're all here. For today's video, we are going to be looking at what your I've been saying this so much as I'm pulling the cards, and now I'm getting tongue-tied again. So we are looking at how the friends of the person on your mind would describe your person to you. I hope this makes sense, but basically whatever person you're thinking about, romantic or otherwise, how would their friends describe them to you? Right. So that is the premise of today's reading. Don't forget, if you enjoy it and it resonates with you, to give it a thumbs up and comment down below, because it really helps me out. You can also check out my socials. I do a lot of other things over there as well. I'm also open for personal readings if you're interested. There will be a link in the description. Right now we have great lighting, so I'm hoping that this stays. If not, the lighting might change by the time we get to option number 4, because we're in the kind of good lighting time right now, but I'm sure it will. It's been quite a rainy day, so I'm sure it will probably go a bit overcast soon. So yeah, don't mind lighting changes. And yeah, let's get into this reading. I'll show you the options that we have for you. So starting off over here with option number 1, we have Geode. Next up we have Aragonite. For option number 3 we have Citrine. And for option number 4 we have Labradorite. So I will give you a moment now to take a deep breath in and out, and ask yourself which of these options has a message for you. And I will see you guys at your reading. Hi there, option number 1. Those of you who chose the Geode, welcome to your reading. Let's start off with some tarot, because you know I like to do that. And we're going to just start off by jumping straight in. Don't know why I did that. And seeing how, you know, their friends would describe your person's personality even to you. Goodness me. Right. Please can we get some clear messages for those choosing the Geode here. For the person on their mind, how would the friends of the person on their mind describe them? The person those choosing the Geode. How would the friends on the person on their mind? Get one more. Actually, I don't want that one. Okay, hold on. Cool. Judgment. Usual ones. Okay. So as usual, I will show you the cards as I talk about them. First of all, you have 2 pages here and 2 major arcana. So I feel like either this person has had a big impact on your life, or they have a great impact within the friendship group as well of the person who you're inquiring about. I know every time I look at this 4 of Cups, I keep getting the word disinterested. I'm not quite sure what they're disinterested in. But you do have quite a page energy here. So sometimes it may feel like maybe they would describe your person as someone who might sometimes lack direction. Maybe they don't quite know how to make choices, or they are sometimes immature in a way. because page energy is quite new to things. It can come across as kind of immature at times. And also the sun energy, there is a lot of kind of childlike energy here, not to necessarily say like this person is very childish, or you know, they're not serious and all these different things, but I also think that it's coming across as like your person's friends would describe them as someone who's very fun, who likes to play into how do I describe this without sounding like it's a child? You know, just people who can tap into that child-like energy in a fun way. I feel like that's your person within the friendship group, or at least that's how your person's friends would describe them. Yeah, almost this Judgment card in reverse is like, I can hear the friends being like, they need to have a big wake-up call. And for some of you, that might relate in the way that maybe the person who you're inquiring about isn't like treating you the best. Maybe you also know people within this friendship group and you are a lot more mature than this person, and they would be like to you, you know, like basically they need to grow up in a way, because they'll lose you if they don't, like that type of thing. Yeah, but this overall, they would describe them as someone who's like very light-hearted, very fun, kind of wants to live in the moment, maybe lacks a bit of seriousness. Let me get some clarifiers. Go for the Page of Cups, please. The Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Judgment in reverse here, please? Another page. Now we've got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so definitely when I'm saying they're lacking that seriousness, because Pentacles energy is about, sorry, the focus is not great today. The Pentacles energy is about being grounded, about making something that will sustain itself and last a long time. Even in a Page energy, you know, it's like you're at the beginning of that. So for some, well, I feel like this person's friends would like basically say to you, like, they haven't even already started the process of almost growing up. Like, I'm hearing Peter Pan syndrome. So yeah, here's the Page of Wands in reverse. Can I play that, please? So we'll have this. So we've got the Hermit here. Alright, I've just put the light on because the lighting is changing way too much. It's just easier if I do it like this. Alright, Four of Cups. Clarify the Four of Cups, please. We have the Devil reversed. Where's the Sun here, please? Do you know what? Even like when I'm saying the Four of Cups as disinterested, and then the Devil as something which you're attached to, and then in reverse it's kind of almost this detached feeling, like not wanting to get attached to things. So yeah, the friends of your person would probably mention them being quite detached to things, maybe detached to their emotions as well, especially with the Page of Cups here coming out. I mean, it's in an upright position, so they are, you know, some people who like to say that they're not very emotional, they're not very like in touch with their emotions, and I'm kind of thinking about men in this way as well, like when they'll be like, no, I'm super logical, and whatever they want to say about being masculine and being a woman, like, you know how they'll say like women are just, you know, in touch with their emotions and men aren't, but actually it's like they won't recognize fear as an emotion, they won't recognize anxiety as an emotion, or like anger as an emotion, or things like that. It's like, no, they're in touch with their emotions, they just don't recognize it, and in that way they're kind of emotionally immature. So it's like, whilst they might play as like someone who's really emotionally detached, it's like, no, this person might be this person is emotional in some ways, or they are an emotional person, like they have emotions, everyone does. It's just that they might try and almost run away from them. Yeah, with the wheel here, I'm almost sensing like they would say that your person, again, lacks seriousness, but they kind of are like, oh, sorry, I keep saying because I'm trying to think of the words. It's like more of a feeling that I'm getting, which I find hard to explain sometimes. It's like they just live in the moment. That's what I'm trying to say. They live in the moment, opposed to thinking, here again with the Page of Pentacles energy, thinking long term, thinking about stability, thinking about maintaining things. They might go here, there and everywhere. There might be someone who's quite an avid like traveler, and they don't really have a set place where they stay, like a home or something like that. They might be like a nomad in a way. Because I'm seeing these rings on the wheel as like, what is that Marvel one? It's not Doctor Strange. It's because I watched someone, what is it? It's not Doctor Strange, is it? Or is it? Okay, I don't know. I'll write it on the screen if it's not that. But you know how like they can do that whole thing and like change time. They can go into different portals and these different things. But it's almost that feeling of you don't have to get attached because you're not staying anywhere for too long. You know, you don't have to build connections because, or invest yourself fully because you're not, you know that you could just go if you wanted to. Yeah, they do exchange a lot of happiness, a lot of good vibes with people, basically. Like, I keep hearing, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Ten of Swords. Whoops. Yeah, we even have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they are very King of Wandsy. They're very like fiery in a sense, but there is also this with the Hermit and the Page of Wands here being in reverse. There is this kind of solid, like introvertedness, solitude to them. They might go into hiding sometimes. This might even be their way of escaping. Like one minute they're really like adventurous, passionate, in your face kind of extroverted personality, and then they'll kind of just disappear in a way. Again, there's a lot of inconsistencies with them, but let's check out some oracle messages and see if we can expand on this, or we can see anything more. They wanted me to pull Moonology cards, which I was a bit confused about, but we'll see how they relate anyway. So let's start off with these. So we have Waxing Moon. The energy is gaining momentum here. We have Gibbous Moon. You're very close to achieving your goals. And then we also have the goddess Hera. I don't know why I said it like that. Hera. With Alliance. Right, I'm going to need to get some clarifiers for these, I can't lie. I feel like there is an importance in these moon phases. So the waxing cycle is a period from the new moon to full moon. During this time, the moon appears to be slightly bigger and rounder every night. They are very empowered and empowering time. Now is the time to make plans and to act on them, no matter when you actually pull the card. Okay, hold on. Now let's see the gibbous moon. I feel like that's after that, right? After the full moon. Right. Very end of the lunar cycle, just before the full moon. It's the accumulation of the waxing moon. Waxing cycle and as such tends to be a rather intense period of the month, no matter when your appeals catch. One thing I would say as well about how your person's friends would describe them to you is they're very like I said, almost like a go person, because the waxing and the gibbous energy is about setting intentions, getting movement. Even here it says the energy is gaining momentum, you're close to achieving your goals. It's like growing. The illumination of the moon is becoming brighter, right? And the thing with the full moon, it's about releasing. So it's like they never quite get to this energy of letting go, of releasing. Why is alliance here for how Geodes, the friends of Geode's person, would describe them to them? Okay. So we had the Queen of Swords come in here. So again, a card that symbolizes someone who kind of lacks that emotionality about them. Like this person, the friends of your, oh my god, sorry. The friends of your person would tell you that they're a great communicator, but maybe sometimes they're very like logical. Again, that kind of message of saying like, I'm not in touch with my feelings, I care about logic, I care about facts. Like, okay, they would say that's true because they probably communicate, they're an effective communicator if it's not to do with emotions, I feel like. And also, yeah, they're good at building connections with people. They might be someone who has like a large friendship group or lots of different friends or acquaintances. Even 2 and 1, which is this card, it has 21 on it, equals 3, and it's reminding me of the 3rd house, which is about communication. And in order to build alliances, you need to be in contact with people, right? You need to be able to be personable and connect with them. With that Sun card here, a card of kind of bringing warmth to a situation, which I know we have the Queen of Swords, which is kind of the opposite of this, but yeah, I feel like it's the Queen of Swords because this person builds connections sometimes as a way of a strategy, as in like maybe to build a business or build, what am I trying to say? In a way, maybe they're trying to build their own business, or you know how they always say like connections get you further in life and that type of thing. But also they are a personable person. Clarify the gibbous moon, please, for how their hands would. Oh my gosh, so for the gibbous moon we have the King of Swords coming out. So again, air energy. I see this person probably having a lot of fire or air in their chart. That's so funny. So again, they're a very focused person. They are. Even though there's pages here and we said there's some inconsistencies, this energy here suggests there is focus. But also, again, this King of Swords gives me an idea of someone who's a traveller. A bit of a nomad. And also sometimes a bit of a loner as well. There is wisdom to this person, they would say. And there is also like a persistence to them. Like they're not really someone who would give up easily, because I don't know why, but they, if we look at the footwear on these two cards, they're like kind of tied. This one's tied up here, this one's tied here. And I was kind of getting the message of like, you know, tie them up by their bootstraps. I can't remember what the phrase is, but something about a bootstrap. And it just reminds me of someone who's like not going to let things get them down and just kind of keeps going. Developing moments. Yeah, speaking about keeping things going, so we have the Five of Pentacles here. Kind of like a loss and a poverty. Yeah, so this person could definitely be trying to build a business. And I also do think, again, there is this kind of undercurrent of that they would say that your person is dealing with difficult things. They might appear to be very happy and spontaneous and, you know, very giving and all these different things, like very light-hearted, but actually underneath there's a lot going on with them. There's a lot of depth to them. They're struggling with a lot. Maybe they are experiencing a bit of financial poverty, even emotional poverty maybe as well. And maybe sometimes they come across as cold and direct. But it's because they have things that they want to do. They have big plans or goals. They have a clear vision for their life. Right, so let's see kind of a bit more about them or what they enjoy doing. Haha, so we have here 49, spend time with friends. So I did mention them that they might have a big friendship group. They also might be around a lot of people all the time. So they would definitely say that to you. They would say they like to spend time with their friends. They like to be socializing. They like to be bonding and making connections, making alliances with people. And then we also have flow like water. So one thing I see with this card, they could enjoy swimming just in general. They might be also into surfing for some of them, they would say. But also it's a card of not resisting, going with the flow. Of kind of almost letting things happen to you in a way. Of surrendering. I also do see a bit of maybe, you know how depression can be described as a feeling of being in water, of drowning, that type of feeling. So I feel for some of them they would be dealing with quite difficult emotional difficult emotions. Some of them might have depression. And again, they do enjoy their alone time. They do. They enjoy this kind of escapist. There is an escapist energy to them. Like, yes, they enjoy being around people, communicating, building connections with people and friends, but also there is like this escapism to them. They like to be alone at the same time. There is a loner energy to them. And I think that's why they would say, when we had earlier, that kind of detachment to them, because it's, I know what it is. It's that Aquarius energy. Like Aquarius have, you know, that sign of friendships, of community, of building alliances, literally. But also Aquariuses are known to be kind of detached as well. Like they don't build, of course they build attachments to people, okay, everyone does. But they also are like very, if you break my trust, if you do this or whatever, then it's easy. Like, we're not going to be friends. We're not going to be acquaintances. Also, whilst Aquariuses might have a lot of people in their circle, not everyone knows them. They might not feel understood by everyone. There's also a quite uniqueness to them. And also Aquarius is the opposition to Leo. So where you have both Leo and Aquariuses, people are drawn to them for their unique, there's kind of like this just energetic draw towards Aquariuses and Leos. So I feel like their friends would mention that to you, particularly with the Sun card here, which represents Leo as well. And that kind of warmth, whenever I see that feeling of someone who just kind of glows, has a almost yellow aura about them. Inviting, that's what I would say. They're very inviting. So last but not least, I pulled a card to see how the friends of your person would describe you guys' relationship. Like, what would they say about your relationship, basically? So we have worth waiting for. So we have divine timing is at work in your love life. So you guys might be, again, what I kind of picked up on, maybe you're struggling to understand this person, because I feel like their friends would try and be like, you know, they do this. Yeah, I get that they might be a bit scatterbrained sometimes, or they might be a bit detached sometimes, but they're a really great person, and they're da-da-da-da-da. Like, they would really try and build them up and big them up and try and bring out their positives. But even though they understand why you would maybe be frustrated by this person or something like that, so yeah, they would definitely tell you that your person and this connection is worth waiting for. Like, it's worth making the effort for this. Also, they might also, goodness me. Okay. I feel like they would also point out how, or they would recognize about your connection, how good you are for your person. That's where they would say, like, this is worth waiting for. Like, you two together generate good energy about you. Like, basically, you're good for your person. I feel like, yeah. There's a feeling here of like keeping someone safe. So maybe you both keep each other safe, or you would keep your person safe. All right, I was glad to say goodbye, but I want to quickly get messages directly from your person, not from their friends, but just from your person. And yeah, that'll be the last thing. Right, so for those using the Geode here, please, can I get messages from the person on their mind, please? Can I get messages directly from the person on their mind? You got 3 10s here. I'm going to pull 1 or 2 more. Yeah, so you have an energy of completion, of wanting to bring something to a close almost. So maybe there has been a lack of, 2 more please, a lack of direction, maybe a lack of communication, or like maybe there's just been a little break in this connection. Right. So we have 8 of Pentacles. I'm working hard to make this work. 10 of Pentacles, a long-term commitment and future. So this person is thinking about a future with you and committing long-term. 10 of Cups here, harmonious, goodness me, harmonious union. So yeah, they want to, again, this kind of playing into the worth waiting for energy, especially if you haven't, you know, solidified your connection just yet. We have the 10 of Swords here, releasing fears and forgiveness. So this is kind of the energies that this person is feeling about you guys, this connection. 4 of Swords here, you're better off without me, or a missed opportunity. So yeah, this person definitely doubts themselves. They know, 4 of Cups even, did I say 4 of Swords? So we have 4 of Cups twice there, which actually fell on top of the 4 of Cups. So yeah, they might have felt like they'd missed this opportunity. Maybe they didn't put the effort in that was required at the beginning, and now they're kind of like, well, I blew it, you know. So we've got 9 of Swords here, you are always on my mind. Yeah, so this person still thinks about you. They're trying to release fears about this connection. They're trying to forgive themselves, I'm hearing, but also forgive, I just keep hearing forgive themselves. So okay, 4 of Cups here, wanting a harmonious union, wanting to build this together, create a long-term and stable future, and yeah, working hard to get it. Anyway, so that is everything that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for coming to this reading. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below and let me know how it resonated with you. If you are new here and want to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and you can subscribe down below. I'm also now open for personal readings. If you're interested, there will be a link in the description, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hi there, option number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's start off with some tarot, shall we? So the lighting is going to be changing a lot, like I said, but here we go. So for those who chose the Aragonite, please tap me into the energy of the friends of the person on their mind. Let me know what they would say to Aragonite about this person. What would the friends of the Aragonite's mind say about their person? What would they say to them about their person? Your person might be quite a touchy-feely person, like a very tactile, also soft person as well. You might be inquiring about someone with strong feminine energy. That was too many, so I'm gonna take these away. Cool. Okay. I will talk about, I will show you the cards as I talk about them, rather than straight away. Let's see what we got. So this person might have like a smaller friendship group, quite an intimate group of friends, I would say. They also might be a big drinker as well, they might say. And someone who enjoys celebrating, who enjoys fun, excitement. With the Two of Swords here in reverse, they would say that they're indecisive. They're not great at making decisions, but also when it comes to making decisions, they will be listening to their intuition with the moon up here. They're going to be trusting their intuition, trusting their gut feeling, sometimes maybe even over their head, like heart over head for them. I feel like this person, the friends of your person would tell you that they're really creative. They come up with really great ideas, and they have a great passion for life, I'm hearing. Yeah. And like a passion for doing life. They may have struggled in relationships with the Two of Cups here in reverse. Like the friends would tell you how, you know, maybe they've struggled to build a intimate connection with someone. They also might have a strong family unit as well. I don't know why, when I picked up this Nine of Wands reversed, I got the message of being fearless. So this is someone that they would, like the friends of your person would say, like, this is someone who faced their fears. Like, I feel like I'm hearing someone be like, they're not afraid of anything. And even if they are, like, you wouldn't know it. Let's get some clarifiers. Tell me why the Ace of Wands is here. That is too many cards. Right, look. We need you guys to cooperate now. Right, so Ace of Wands. They probably have a lot to say about this person, I'll tell you that much. Okay. What's Ace of Wands here, please? No, clarify that. There we go. Strength card. This is your person. Well, this is at least how your person's friends see them. A very strong person, very passionate person as well. Again, head over heart. Sorry, heart over head. And also that strength, but with the softness of a lamb. Sorry, this was not fixing. But the softness of a lamb. The tenderness or the tactfulness of a lamb. I just need to change the battery. Hold on. So they would definitely say this person has a sharp mind. They also might overanalyze connections or relationships to a point where it kind of disrupts them. I have 3 of Cups here. 6 of Cups. So yeah, this is the type of person, like they would say that your person keeps friends for a really long time. Like I'm seeing like friends from the past, friends from like school friends and that type of thing. Again, there is just this really nice softness to them. They're a really nurturing person and kind-hearted. Like, you know that message of like when you get older you kind of become a bit bitter at life, or you, I'm getting the word begrudged. So whatever that means, I mean, I know what it means, but you know, however that relates, but just not great. But in this imagery you see him with his little dog from a child, and they always talk about children with being pure-hearted and not being hurt by the world and all these different things. And then he's like an old man, not really that old, but a mature man with a dog, with the same dog. So there's that growth here. And the friends of your person would talk about that. They would say how, like, you know, whatever happens in their life, they don't become begrudged by it. They don't become angry at the world. They've kept this kind of youthfulness. They've kept this spark for life. They've kept this childlike nature within them, this love for things and people. They might also love animals as well, have love for animals. Okay, hold on, what is happening? Okay, clarify that 9 of Wands in reverse, please. Oh gosh, 9 of Wands just tried to come out again. We're not going to take that, come on. Oh, right, but we might take this. They've got a lot of aces out here. They might talk about how this person has had to start again a lot in life with all these aces here. It's like they come back stronger each time. You have the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Sun upright. That's reminding me of solar plexus energy, which is about that kind of creativity, that lust for life, I would say. Yeah, this Ace of Pentacles, with the way the roots are just dangling here, like the friends of your person would tell you how they're not afraid to like uproot themselves and plant themselves somewhere else. Like, they're very resilient, I would say, or even they would say. They're light-hearted and fun. They just embrace the challenges in life. They embrace what life has to offer, and they're also full of this vitality. They're full of life. They're literally full of life. Clarify that 2 of Swords, please, for her. 10 of Swords. Yeah, so there's someone who would struggle probably to let go of things. Yeah, like to cut people out of their lives, to make decisions that kind of impact other people. That's where it will be tough on them. Four of Cups. Yeah, this person definitely does not like making decisions, they would say. I'm getting the sense that, like, you wouldn't only hear this from their friends, but, like, you would hear this from, like, their family, from even, like, I feel like this kind of spiritual energy from them. Almost like spirit guides as well. Like, you would get these intuitive downloads about how this person is, and it would be continuous across the people that they know. Like, you wouldn't get one story from someone else, one person, and another one from someone else. Like, it's very consistent because this person's very almost pure. Like, they just show themselves how they are. They come as they are. Alright, let's get some oracle messages. See a bit more about them. So, yeah, they wanted me to bring Moonology cards, so we'll see how those go. So we have full moon in Libra, which is funny because a card of Libra is like a sign of making decisions, and they always say how Libras are quite indecisive, so they might have some Libra placements about them. So we have a win-win outcome is forecast. So this is giving me the impression of, like, they would say this person likes to make decisions that would be in the best interest of everyone, like not just themselves. Like they try to be as balanced as possible. New moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. Yeah. This person is someone who is, I feel like, of service, but almost like of service of the world, of the earth, of people, of like just caring in a way where they are giving back, being that kind-hearted soul that the world needs, basically. They also might have a Virgo or Pisces placements about them. That's kind of the energy of those two signs. Yes, here we go. We have also the goddess Gula with healing here. No, it wasn't your card, sorry. Got the number 10 and the number 1. It's like I'm hearing like very spiritual messages about that, like this person is both the beginning and the end. Like they go through a lot of cycles. It's almost like this phoenix of regeneration, but they're not only going to regenerate to the phoenix once, like they're going to keep dying and regenerating. So healing, yeah, this person brings very healing energy. They have a mysticism about them. Their friends would tell you about their mysticism, tell you about how intuitive they are. They might also have healing hands, they would say. Oh, the way I just caught that. Yeah, the way I've just noticed this snake. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but this snake tattoo or sign on her finger, where snakes shed their skin so many times. And also the idea of like a kundalini energy of regeneration. And also how I got that chakra message as well. So yeah, very spiritual person. They might be of a particular like faith or culture that embodies these, I can't think of the word, notions, embodies these messages of like natural healing, of purity, of medicine, magic, like kind of using natural medicines and stuff like that. I'm very drawn to the fact that this, in the imagery of the healing card, she's kind of wearing this headscarf. And they might be of a faith where they wear a headscarf. And that's something that's really important to them, obviously. But also there's almost this feeling of being hidden. Like not a lot of people know this person. They would say, like, they don't really know what this person gets up to or how this person knows what they know. Again, that intuitiveness about them. And that mysticism as well. Like I'm seeing someone with like the ability to become invisible, but not literally. Like they can blend into a crowd, blend into the background, and they'll just chirp up or say the thing that needs to be said at the right moment. Like they're not very in your face, basically. They would talk about that. Like, yeah, they know how to party, they know how to have a good time or whatever. But this is more so them taking on the energies of others, or them blending in. Again, they know how to blend in. There's almost this chameleon ability to them. Very Libra as well. Right, let's see what else this person kind of is like and enjoys. So we have, take a walk. And we also have clear your energy field. Definitely. Yeah, someone who takes on a lot of energy. They would talk about that. The friends would mention to you how this person enjoys being in nature. How they feel connected to nature as well. And definitely like Gaia. They might believe in or even worship Gaia in that way. Or another deity or goddess who is about nature. Clear your energy field. Yeah, they definitely have, again, a strong aura. but also someone who picks up a lot of energy, very intuitive person. And you see how she's just smiling as she does it. Like, they have this, again, it's a feeling that is very hard to explain. It's like this person is very nice. Like, they're just such a nice person. They would just, their friends would be like they're just a nice person. And you see how their eyes are so big? It almost takes up the whole face. It's like they see everything. Also, they have a layer of protection over them. They would probably talk about how well protected this person is. Like, spiritually protected. Right, so I got some romance oracle cards, which are basically how the friends of your person would describe you guys' connection to you. Like, what would they say about your connection, basically? So we have here new love, which is a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And then we also have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So possibly the relationship that you're inquiring about, it was something new. Maybe they don't know much about you. But they would also mention how you made your person feel really nice. Like, really nice. Why did I say it like that? Ew. I feel like really like awkward now. I'm like giddy. I feel really awkward. So maybe that's how you made your person feel. Like, maybe they would question your person about you, and then they would get really awkward or really kind of giddy or shy and wouldn't really say much about it. But it's the way all these angels are kind of just like floating around this woman in this imagery. It's like you guys, when you spoke about, sorry, the friends of your person would be like, yeah, when they spoke about you guys, it was like, or when you guys met, it was like they were hit with Cupid's arrow or something like that. Like, they were suddenly all in love and they were just like happy and all these different things. Very much so giddy. But also maybe the connection didn't work out between you guys, or this person has expressed, your person has expressed to their friends how there wasn't much reciprocation here, or things just kind of died out, didn't really work out. You know, maybe things just didn't really manifest in the way that they thought they would, or they wanted them to. But yeah, in a way, like, they wouldn't have much to say about this connection, which is quite funny, because I feel like what happened was, yeah, maybe you just kind of new to the connection and you're just kind of inquiring about maybe someone who was, I don't know why all the cards are off over here. I'm gonna really apologize for that. Okay, there we go. What was I saying? Yeah, they probably wouldn't have much to say about you guys because maybe they didn't know a lot, because I feel like I'm not getting much. Oh yeah, they dated them. Yeah, they dated you or whatever, but didn't things not work out or something like that? Like, they would just be like very, like, why are you asking about them? Alright, now let's get messages directly from the person that you are inquiring about. What would they say to you? What kind of energy are they feeling about this connection, etc, etc. So messages from those choosing Aragonite, please. For those choosing Aragonite, what would their person say? Message on the person on the mind. Person on the mind. Person on the mind, please. Person on the mind. Let's get 2 more messages coming out here. Oh gosh, okay, 1 more. Person on Aragonite's mind. Let's just Aragonite, please. What kind of person is it? Woo! Okay, I'm gonna take those. Right, so we have the card King of Wands. It says impulsive, attention-seeking, and indecisive. I think this is the indecision part that's coming through here, because I've wrote multiple kind of feelings about this. So there might be some impulsiveness to this person, but also I feel like it's mostly the indecision. So maybe they are a bit indecisive about your connection. They don't really know how to feel about it. We have the Four of Swords here, which is solitude and time alone. So again, yeah, like there's not a lot going on here, I feel like, with you guys. This person is spending time alone. They're in solitude from this connection. Yeah. We have Queen of Wands, jealousy and anger, self-conscious, attention-seeking, or opposite. Maybe there is some attention-seeking because they've got King of Wands and the Queen of Wands now. So, sorry about that, phone. I'm just trying to think why this person would be attention-seeking. I'm being drawn to this Three of Cups card. So maybe it's more so their partying behavior or their going outness where they might attention seek, because the rest of it seems pretty chilled. So that might be maybe attention seeking behavior that they have. But we also have attention seeking or opposite. So which one is it? Let me pull a card. Clarify this for us, please. Okay, no, they don't. We have the death and rebirth here. This person's really focused on themselves and their future, basically. Again, you have that idea of a cloak, of being hidden. They might do a lot of stuff in the dark. So like they might be someone who watches your socials in the secret or something like that. Like they don't really attention seek so much, but they're still concerned, or there is still concern about the connection or relationship that you have. That's what I feel. They also might just intuitively know things about the connection. Yeah, we have jealousy and anger. I'm particularly drawn to the anger part of it, and also how unrequited love is here for how their friends see this connection. So maybe they do feel anger towards this connection. Maybe they are also trying to clear that energy, trying to grow from this. So I feel like they're a very spiritual person, so I don't see them staying in that for too long. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. I'm focused on myself right now. So yeah, they are quite self-focused. I feel like this connection, I want to say it doesn't exist. And not in terms of like it's all in your head, but in terms of like it feels like something from the past. Maybe there's been a long separation here. You haven't really spoken to each other. Or maybe you're just kind of in friendship mode still, and there's not like this romanticness to this for this person. So we have the King of Wands now. Oh no, sorry, we have the King of Swords. All head, no heart, my way or the highway. So yeah, they're very focused on themselves. They're also thinking very logically about the connection. We do have the Two of Cups here though, which we have completion, soul union, and divine partnership. So they recognize a kind of soulmate connection in this for you guys, and I'm hearing like they feel completed by this connection as well. But I just had the message like, I completed myself. Like really sassy, like I completed myself. So I feel like they had some work to do when it came to this connection. And I think they're a little bit salty over that. And then we also have again this little additional card. We have spiritual union. So yeah, there is a kind of spiritual I don't know what word I'm trying to make up. There is a spiritual like knowing about this connection for them. So yeah, that is everything that I have for you guys. That one ended up being shorter than the other one. Is that everything? Super random. I was packing away the cards and I remembered about this card, the win-win forecast outcast. A win-win is forecast for this person's, what the friends of your person would say about them. And how I said they had that layer of protection around them. Yeah, like their friends would be like, this person stays winning. Like you won't see them get down. Do you know what I mean? Like basically this person stays winning. They pick themselves back up, whatever happens. And they stay winning. I literally can't think of another word apart from that. So yeah, I don't know, I had to say that for some reason. Maybe you needed to know that. Yeah, okay, so thank you so much for watching this reading. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you are new here and want to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and you can subscribe down below. I'm also open for personal readings if you're interested. There will be a link in the description, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hi there, option number 3. Those of you who chose the Citrine here, welcome to your reading. Let's start off with some tarot, shall we? So, for those who chose the Citrine here, please, what would the friends of the person in their mind tell them about that person? What would friends of the person in Citrine's mind tell them about that person? How would they describe that person, basically? Oh my gosh, I can't shuffle these. It might be a little bit clumsy, because I literally cannot pick up these cards. Also, maybe a bit shy and flustered, they would say. One more. I'm also seeing this kind of geekish, nerdyish, which I don't mean in a bad way, personality type. Someone who's very like particular. This is more of a feeling than what I'm seeing in the cards. Very precise, very factual person. But we do have justice here as well, which is about, you know, balanced decisions, about facts, basically. They might have a bit of, they might be neurodivergent as well. This might be something that their friends would talk about with you, or it's like they wouldn't necessarily point that out as like a thing, but the personality traits that they describe are attributed to that divergency. I hope I said that right. If I say divergency, I don't hope it's not offensive or anything. Ooh. Yeah. I'm drawn to these two reversals here, which is the Four of Wands reversed and the Six of Pentacles reversed. They might even, yeah, again, that kind of neurodivergency. So like maybe someone with ADHD, you might be on the spectrum of autism or Asperger's or something like that. Maybe they struggle to maintain their household well, or even finances well. They also might forget like to tap into that kind of giving nature in a way. It's like they're very, this feels like a very busy person. A very focused person with this Page of Pentacles here. Like very focused on the future, focused on building. I'm not really getting the typical message from this wild card of a message of like completion. It almost feels like a flusteredness. Like the way she's looking off over here with kind of like an angst face. And then you have all these different fixed signs, whatever you want to call it, around the side. It's almost feeling of like, I have too much to do. I have too much in my mind. Okay, I've got to be over here and then I've got to be over there. Even the way that like the thing wrapped around her is just blowing off in different directions and stuff. This person might have a lot of responsibilities. They might be a parent, maybe a single parent as well. And that's something that their friends would point out to you. Like maybe they'll be like, you know, this person doesn't have a lot of time for you, maybe. And not in a horrible way, like in a way to remind you to, I feel like they would try, their friends would try and encourage you to be there for them. The Six of Wands just came out here. This person could even have a platform. But also Six of Wands talks about being a leader, having to manage others. Again, which comes with a lot of responsibility. And also the idea of wanting to be successful. So this might be something that's on their mind. Wanting to be financially abundant. Clarify the Four of Wands here, please, for how. Yeah, Nine of Swords coming out here. So stability might be an issue for them. So I'm trying to get that to focus. So stability might be an issue for your person. Cause anxiety, I'm either hearing depression. Again, whenever I see these birds, I just hear like that overwhelming sound, like too much is going up on your mind. Too much noise. Mental noise. Clarify the Page of Pentacles, please. Ace of Wands. So we've got another ace. Oh no, we don't have another ace. We have the first ace. So Ace of Wands here. Yeah, I just want to say your person feels quite creative. They might be in a kind of creative field about them. And this is something, again, I'm seeing that kind of creative person who has like so much going on in their desk. They're doing one thing, they're starting one project, they're going over there to do another project. Very focused as well. The way this is kind of burning in the mind with the eyes closed. Like all they can think about is this idea. That hyper-focusedness about them. Where they might neglect other things. Maybe relationships, maybe people in their life. I've had the Six of Pentacles in reverse, please. Ace. Speaking of an ace, there we go. Another ace. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, do you know what? When I say that they kind of forget others, it's not in a bad way. Like, when they do have the means to give back, when they have an opportunity to show people how much they appreciate them, they will. Have I justice here, please? I just had this person might struggle with balance. Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, again, delays when it comes to creating structures in their life. Again, sorry, I keep doing this thing where I put the cards way too far down. There's like a massive gap in the screen. Okay. Can I get that wild card, please? Two of Pentacles, talking about the lack of balance. There we go. Clarify, clarify, clarify. There we go. Yeah, just basically forgetting about collaborating with others, forgetting about kind of just other people, which is kind of a, which can be, sorry, I should say, a neurodivergent trait, especially with ADHD. I've read about it, and I don't know, you guys can clarify in the comments if I'm on the right tracks there, because I don't necessarily know. What do we want? Okay, let's pull these now. I do this all the time. Let's look at these oracle cards. Let's start with the Moonology. That is so strange. You guys have the North Node and the South Node for your Moonology cards. I don't think this has ever happened. So we have, let's start with the South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. And then we have the North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. That's so funny. Right, okay, and then we also have the Yuki Onna card with Stillness, which is literally the opposite of what I was getting from your person. This person does not feel like someone who would sit still. I feel like that always happens though. Like, weirdly, I think this has happened before when I've spoken about a pile where I feel this kind of chaoticness or a lot of energy to it. Then the stillness card comes out, which I never understand, but we'll clarify it anyway with some tarot. But if we think about the South Node and North Node, I don't know, it's pulling me towards just thinking about the astrological energy of it, which is the past, something that you've been doing and you know that you do well, basically a comfort zone. And then the North Node, which is where you're trying to go, where you would feel most satisfied. And almost that message which they say in astrology of not, it's very hard to stay in that North Node energy. Like, it requires a lot of work to stay there. Even though it does feel comfortable, it's something you have to continually work on in this lifetime. Something that feels out of your comfort zone. I'm going to put some clarifiers. Specifically this group, I really want you guys to comment below, like, does this sound like your person? Even though this is their friends describing it to them, but I feel like you'll kind of know if this sounds like them or not. Right, stillness, let's clarify that one first. Clarify stillness, please, for how the person, their mind's friends would describe them to them. So we have the Queen of Swords reversed, which is about that mentalness, like because sword energy is about the mind. I'm hearing the word as well, analysis paralysis, like they might over analyze things to a point where they find it difficult to take the right action. Three of Swords as well. Okay. Excuse my phone. Oh, I need to sneeze. Sorry. Okay, clarify that South Node here, please, for how their friends describe them. I also feel like their friends would talk about how, especially if this is a romantic interest for you, how they might struggle with romance, how they might struggle in love, and how they have experienced heartbreak, and they might feel a bit paralyzed by a situation that requires them to be emotionally expressive all the time. You have Judgment in reverse for that one. Clarify the North Node here. You have the Three of Cups. Yeah, again, someone who needs support. Knight of Swords reversed. Two of Cups reversed. Six of Swords reversed. Let me just see if I can get anything from this. Again, Knight of Swords reversed, a lack of action. Two of Cups, emotional connection. Six of Swords reversed, the past. Yeah, so they might struggle, especially if they've, I heard witness, so they might have witnessed this maybe in a familial context, even if it's not personal. They may have experienced heartbreak, and that's something that they would need to overcome in this connection. They need support here to step out of what they know, to step out of their comfort zone. Just remember about that. So they are concerned about what other people think about them. Their friends would tell you. Their friends would tell you, like, they're conscious of this. They're conscious of how they appear to others. They're conscious of getting results, of being successful. Or making bad decisions. So in the past they may have felt like they made bad decisions. This may be in love, this may be to do with like work maybe. mostly hearing like relationships. So maybe they felt like they've made bad decisions in relationships before, and now that kind of like holds them back from pursuing things now. So again, I feel like their friends would kind of point out to you that they would need you to help them step out of their comfort zone. Like you might need to be more of like the pursuer in this connection because of this. I don't know. Okay, let's see. There is a bit of insecurity here. So we do have the card spend time with animals, and also clean your space. Again, quite a neurodivergent trait. Yeah, I see animals being something as peaceful to them. Like it's a comfort for them. They might even have what are those animals that basically are almost prescribed to you? Like say if you have anxiety or depression or something that you require a comfort. Is it a comfort animal? No, that does not sound right. But I hope you guys understand what I mean. So they might have one of those as well, and that might be really important to them. But also just animals in general, like they have this really pure kind of heart that their friends will tell you about. Like they might be the type of person who's always going out and rescuing animals, doesn't want you to kill, you know, even just insects. I'm hearing the word here, cleanliness. So there's going to be a split here. Either they struggle to maintain a clean and orderly space, or they could be on the other side where they're kind of like over anxious about this. Like they're always cleaning, they're always almost tidying in a way. I don't know why I'm drawn to this, and hopefully the message comes as I start talking about it, but the way that she, obviously it's just a drawing, but it wouldn't make sense, right, to be cleaning with a cloth on this side and then putting your fingerprints on the other side. I mean, you might go back and clean that, but it's kind of just giving me this idea of them talking, the friends of your person describing to you how they might be a little bit disorganized in their thoughts. Like maybe they don't really think things clearly. Like you wouldn't be cleaning over here and then putting your fingerprints back on it. Like almost this what's the word, contradictory nature to your person in a way. They also might be into tattoos as well, because I'm seeing quite a lot of tattoo imagery with your person, so that might be something that they like. Right, and then we've got rose quartz, what? We've got romance angel cards here to look at the lighting. What is this? See how the friends of your person would describe your connection, like both of you together. How do they view that, basically? So we have here wedding. This situation involves marriage. And we also do have here reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, which we have this kind of past energy here. I do get from this, even if it's not someone from your past, that you guys might feel that kind of soulmate connection, like you've known each other through lifetimes. Yeah, wedding. So again, even how in this card, like the male is looking directly forwards, and then the woman's kind of like looking to him, like checking up on him, like, is he okay? Is everything going, you know, do they feel okay? Like, are they anxious? Are they this? Like, I feel like you guys are, or they notice maybe that you're very concerned about your person. You're very almost motherly about it. Not in a weird way, but just in a way where you're very, there might be some moon synastry here, or fourth house synastry, where it makes you feel like you have to look after them. You don't mind tending to their needs, which is something that they kind of need. Yeah. So that's kind of how they would view your relationship. You guys could be married already, or maybe you're intended on getting married. So they see something of stability here. They see something worthy of a long-term connection. Okay, let's get messages directly from your person now. So for those using Citrine here, please, what's their person like to say to them? What message does their person have for them? And what do they feel about this connection as well? Okay, this connection. If you guys are in a separation here, then your person could be thinking or talking about you a lot to their friends, and that's why this card has come up. 2, 3, 4. I might get one more if it comes out. Come on. I feel like that's just... No, that's ridiculous. Right, do you know what? So we have the Seven of Pentacles here, which says re-evaluating. We have the Seven of Wands, which is defensive. We have the Ten of Swords, which says lessons learned, overcoming a difficult period. Yeah, okay. We have an additional card here, which is like an ace. It says, let's start anew. New journey / opportunity or offer. We have the Five of Swords here, releasing tension, unwanted confrontation. And we have the Ten of Pentacles here, which says, I'm focusing on myself right now. I'm sure you could not see any of those, so I'm not quite sure why I showed you them. But yeah, so there might have been a bit of conflict in this connection. Because there's like kind of this recognition of wanting to maybe have a re-go at this. Ooh, got a lot of rainbows here. Beautiful. Again, I feel like the other person gets distracted very easily. Yeah. So they are trying to grow, they're trying to learn. And there is a new beginning if you guys are interested in that, or maybe you're in separation or something like that. I feel like they're thinking about... This doesn't feel like a confirmed decision yet. Like, they're not like, yes, I'm doing it tomorrow. But this feels like they are really trying to make their way towards you, and they're really thinking and debating about this connection. What happened in it, what can happen in it, how they can move forwards, or how you can both move forwards from this. And that's probably why the reconciliation card is here, for how their friends view the connection as a whole as well. But yeah, they're also trying to focus on themselves, release any anxiety or tension about the situation, your connection. And they definitely don't want confrontation. They feel like the type of person who would shy away from confrontation. But yeah, so guys, that is everything that I have for you. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below how it resonated with you. If you are new here and want to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and you can subscribe down below. I'm also open for personal readings if you're interested. There will be a link in the description box, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 4, welcome back to your reading. As I said, lighting probably gonna look shit by the time we get to you. And it does. Your crystal looks great in the light though. Anyway, let's start off with some tarot, shall we? So, for those choosing the Labradorite here, what would the friends on their mind tell them about their person? What the person want to tell them about their person? What would the friends want the person Labradorites mind about the person? I just saw this card fling out, and I'm getting this song. I'm getting this song that's like, I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby. Okay, the friends of... I've got 2 aces come out as well. Just get one more card. Right. So you got the Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups as well. I'm gonna put that in the reverse, it says. They would be like, your person's going through a lot right now. I don't know if you're like inquiring, sorry, let me just, there we go. I don't know if you're inquiring about someone you've broken up with or you've separated from, but I feel like this person's coming through a lot. Like, am I supposed to be getting their personality, but I feel like I didn't get that. I feel like they would definitely say your person's got a lot of love to give, like with the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups here. I feel like they're in a bit of a flustered kind of state. If this isn't them, if this isn't resonating as kind of like a current energy, then apply it to their general energy, because it feels more current than general. And I don't know whether that's just the way I've asked the question. Okay, do I keep these cards or do I reshuffle? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm going to reshuffle because it's not really the point of the reading to see how they currently feel about the situation from your friend's perspective. Like, I'm trying to get what their personality is like. So I'm going to reshuffle and see if we get a new perspective coming out. So, for those who chose Labradorite, please, what would the friends of the person on their mind say about their person's personality? What would they say about how they are? Personality, just bam. Oh, right. Well, they're definitely going through a lot. Your person goes through a lot, I would say. Like, these cards are even stressful still. Right, so your person is definitely someone who's had to, well, the friends of your person would say, talk about how they've had to move away from really tough situations. They also might be someone who's like seeked counselling or therapy or something like that as well. Yeah, someone who feels very deeply with the King of Cups here, has strong emotions, very in touch with their emotions as well. I'm getting cold. Ooh. I feel like there's someone who's had to pick themselves up from really dark places. They also might be quite indecisive as well, like they're unsure how to move on from difficult situations. Like there's a bit of back and forth with them. Maybe they'll make a decision and then they'll kind of backtrack. I feel like the friends would say that they keep a lot to themselves. But they're also a good, I'm hearing mediator, but I feel like they're also a good like confidant, like someone who the friends of your person would feel like they can really confide in them, and they would give them really great emotional support and guidance. Wait, can I have the Six of Swords here, please? So we have the Devil and the Star. Oh, that's really Judgment reversed. I'm kind of hearing like them being like, yeah, they're not a great judge of character or something like that. Like they're a little bit too naive when it comes to things, maybe. It's a 10 of Wands. They might have had a difficult home life or family life or something like that as well. Difficult childhood. Six of Wands. Yeah, so this person likes to make the best, well, the friends of your person would say to you how they like to make the best out of a tough situation. And even if that means like returning to something in the past, like they'll do it if they think there'll be success there. Got the 9 of Cups here. Yeah, I'm feeling very heavy like Piscean energy here. Like this is someone who's a really big, they would talk about how they're a big dreamer. Also, there's a strong sense of emotional fulfillment here. Can I find this a bit more, please? Nine of Cups and the King of Cups. Why is this here? Ten of Swords reversed. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this energy is, but there's like almost a message like this person is able to revive lost connections or tough situations. And maybe the friends who would be saying this to you are like friends from the past or something like that, like friends who have either done them wrong and then they've been forgiven by this person, or they have like been friends from like past, like childhood friends or something like that, who's lost contact. Like they would commend your person for their ability to like basically be really forgiving and take the best out of situations. Like your person doesn't have, well, they would talk about how they wouldn't really have like an ego, in the sense of like, if someone did them wrong, they're not just going to write them off. Like they'll give them a second chance. So we also do have the Star card here as well, which is very similar energy to that Nine of Cups. So someone who has big goals and dreams, who might like to stay in fairyland quite a lot of the time as well. Yeah, again, that kind of Piscean, Pisces Venus energy with those rose tinted glasses, and sometimes getting themselves attached in making negative attachments to things, being able to finding it hard to let go of things that aren't serving them, just because they're kind of why can't I say the word? They're kind of what is wrong with me? Projecting, goodness me, they are projecting this fantasy onto the situation opposed to actually looking at it clearly. Like it's like when the reality of the situation hits this person, it's really hard for them to come to terms with. Because even that Seven of Cups card, the Seven of Cups card talks about an illusion, getting caught up in almost the fantasy of things, not being able to see things clearly, not being able to make good judgments, misjudging situations. So I feel like I just need to put a little bit more cards. Labradorites, friends of Labradorite's person on their mind, descriptions of Labradorite. We even have the Queen of Cups that just came out there. Kind of came out in reverse, so I'll keep it in reverse. Base. Page of Wands, we'll get one more. And the Chariot. So yeah, it's definitely someone who's quite determined, who goes after their goals or what they want, even if it might not be in their best interest all the time. Page of Wands here. They would describe your person as someone who's quite creative. I'm almost seeing someone quite active as well. Like they might be into dancing, yoga, or something like that. Or even that thing where you have the ribbon. I don't know what it's called. Baton as well. That's what I'm seeing here. That's the one with the stick, I think. Well, with the baton. They feel like a quite active person. Yeah, sometimes I feel like with this Queen of Cups being the feminine and then them being very comfortable in the masculine emotionality, I feel like they might struggle to trust their intuition sometimes. Like the intuition will be like saying no, and they kind of just go ahead with the action of how they feel. They'll follow the desire opposed to what the mind is telling them, what that kind of intuitive nudge is telling them. Even though they have a great, even though there can be people who are really in touch with their emotions, but they still don't know how to follow their intuition. They can't tell the difference between heightened emotions and their intuition, which is a bit more of a quieter voice. Well, can be. They also feel like quite a spiritual person. Like their friends would probably say how they might be into spiritual practices, maybe ancestral practices as well. They might be into doing magic or tapping into different mediums. There could be a medium. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's an ancestral connection that they feel, or that your person at least describes to them that they have, or maybe they've seen them do some ancestral practices. Let's get some oracle cards. Right, start off with the Moonology. So we have first quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. And then we also have new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. Two very purpley toned cards, which is kind of that third eye energy, that psychic, intuitive energy as well. And then we have the goddess Sarawati with mastery. The lighting is terrible, I apologize. Yeah. Let me think. So you have that Scorpio energy there, which is that water, that understanding, really dark. You know, you find like a lot of Scorpios have experienced a lot of death, a lot of difficult situations that bring up really dark emotions. Yeah, also with this commitment, it's being tested here. Like I said, this person isn't afraid to persist with things, especially connections. I feel like they're not going to let go. Sorry, they're not going to let go. I mean, like, they're not going to give up on people, even if those people are struggling or aren't treating them in the best way. Again, with mastery here, that's giving me the notion of someone who's into almost this magic, this mysticism. So they might do this in a career-wise as well. Like, they're always practicing this. They're trying to grow this part of them, grow their psychic strength. They also might talk about how your person appears to have a lot, like, not appears to have an easy life, but almost that swan analogy of, like, the swan is very calm on top. You know, you can't tell that it's basically not fighting for its life, but you know, you can't see how quickly its feet are moving. You can't see everything that's going on because it's underneath the water. But on top of the water, like, you just see this really peaceful swan just gliding, looking very peaceful, looking like things are easy, but actually a lot's going on underneath. I'm going to just pull a card for working through the fears. Well, one thing I get from this work through your fears card is, like, they're not, again, egotistical. They're not going to really listen to their ego as much. They're going to follow what they feel is right to do. And also do the thing that's in the best interest for the other people in the situation. Clarify what through your fears, please tell me more about this card for what their friends would. Friends of this person, what they would tell. Three of Cups here, yeah. So someone who helps others, definitely helps others work through their fears. Helps them uncover dark emotions. They could be a therapist themselves even. Your person who you're inquiring about. I feel like they're really supportive. They help motivate people. They help their friends would talk about how they help uplift them. So let's look at some self-care cards. So we have Sync with the Moon, which I'm not surprised to see here. Again, moon energy, very emotional. Being in touch with that feminine side, which has nothing to do with gender. And then we also have Soak in the Bath. There's a lot of watery connotations in this reading, so they could definitely have some water signs. I mean, speaking very literally, then the friends might be like, yeah, they love a good bath. But also I feel like they again, the idea of a spiritual bath, the idea of cleansing yourself through water, using different mediums to help replenish your energy, because this person, they would talk about how much they are a giver and how much they do for other people. And in order to do that, you need to, you know, build back up yourself. You need to refill their cup. So they know how to give in a way where, again, it's like this, what I get from this woman is how perfect she looks, how simple it looks. But even though it talks about mastery, they're a master at this. They're great at this, their friends would say. Like, you'll look at them and be like, how can they give so much? How are they always so positive? And it's like, no, they still struggle. Their friends would be like, no, they really do struggle. Like, they go through so much, but you just wouldn't know that. Like, they are just so giving. They just have so much, and they somehow, I don't know how, like, I feel like their friends would be like, I don't know how they do it, but they are able to just continue to uplift themselves and uplift others. To put others first, like a really giving person. So I got a card here which is basically how their friends would view, or even how they would talk about you guys' connection as a unit, basically. So we have codependency here. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. I see that with the Devil card here. So I don't know whether their friends necessarily don't think fondly of this connection. Maybe they feel like your friend, sorry, the person who is on your mind, maybe they feel like they overgive in this connection, or that they are too dependent on this connection in a way. Like, they find it hard. Maybe you guys have had a lot of tough times, or you've had a lot of arguments, and they are, you know, friends. They want to support each other. So they're like, why don't you just leave? And, you know, to them it's very simple, but to those in the connection it can be kind of hard to get out of that. So maybe they see this connection as a bit of codependent, and like there's a kind of toxicity to the attachment that is here. So that's how they see it anyway. But we're going to look at messages from your person now. Goodness me, this lighting is just killing me today. Right, we're going to get some messages from your person, how they feel about the connection, how they feel about you, basically. So let's get some of those out, please, for those she's Labradorite. What would they say about this connection? Number, please. How will their person feel? How's this connection? What do they say about this connection? That's in my mind. Come on. I don't know why. Sometimes there's a real need to reshuffle this. I don't know whether this person just isn't wanting to talk. They're definitely secretive, I'll tell you that. Well, secretive when it comes to this connection anyway. I'll get one more if I can. Don't think I will be able to. You guys have emotional support with the King of Cups again coming out there. We have the King of Pentacles with overbearing. I'm not receiving what I need. I also feel drawn to read this one, which says, I'm dedicated, I think that's what it says, to make this work. King of Pentacles. Two of Cups here with completion, soul union, and divine partnership. You have a lot of masculine energy here, even though this person is tapped into their feminine side. And I also think that's pointing towards the fact that this person is quite maybe action orientated, particularly in this connection. We have the King of Wands here with stubborn. We have the Five of, sorry, that's the King of Swords. Five of Swords here with reconciliation. We have the Ten of Swords here with release fears and forgiveness. Releasing fears even, and forgiveness. Which we even have worked through your fears here as well. We have the Six of Pentacles with selfish and lack mindset. We also just fell on equal give and take. I want to share my life with you. And then we also have the Knight of Wands with impulsive, attention-seeking, and indecisive. So I'm just going to go through them properly here. So I feel like this person is definitely a bit indecisive when it comes to this connection. It feels like, well, even though I say that, they are saying like, yeah, I want to give this a go. Like, I'm dedicated to this. I want to have equal give and take. But also I think there is a bit of, again, this codependency here. Maybe there's a bit of back and forth here. One person gives, the other person takes, and the other person deals through their shit, and then it kind of flips and flops. It could be a bit of a triggering situation between you guys, and it kind of triggers your shadows. And that's something that you both need to work through here with the Ten of Swords, which is someone trying to release their fears and forgiving anything that has transpired in this situation. They're willing to do that, as their friends have mentioned as well. With the Five of Swords here, there is reconciliation on their mind if you guys are not together, or if you had an argument of some kind. And then also there's an idea of being, I feel like the stubborn energy is, they're quite stubborn towards the connection as well. As their friend said, I feel like there is a, they find it hard to let go of people, especially when they've built emotional connections with them. So they're definitely finding it hard to let go of you if you guys are in a separation. Two of Cups, so yeah, they see this connection as something like a divine partnership, maybe twin flame, and especially with their spiritual nature, I'm not surprised. They feel a sense of completion here, and they notice that they desire to have a soul union, I feel like. With the Pentacles here, yeah, they're dedicated to this. They want to make it work. They want to put in the time and effort that it's required. They want to emotionally support you and the connection. I think they also want to receive emotional support here with that card. And then the King of Wands here. I'm drawn to the attention-seeking message. So they might be trying to get your attention in some way. Again, maybe a bit of toxic habits that arise whilst you guys are together. Maybe they're trying to get your attention through social media or something like that. But guys, that is everything that I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. If you are new here and want to see more from me, I post mostly spiritual and lifestyle content, and you can subscribe down below. I'm also open for personal readings if you're interested. There will be a link in the description, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.